should be live now. Yes, lovely stuff. Right, we are live as we just come to the end of the qualifying session. Apologies for that. I did have an error that came up on the screen, but it is all good now. We are live and we just caught the end of qualifying. We see Heated there, who comes across the line in 6th place, and welcome to Singapore, as Frosty Calvin is the man on pole position with a 51.9. Ryan B alongside. Then we got RJW, Farrell Fury. Then we got Doc, Heated, Alt Maverick, Dirt Tim, Cam K Mum, Alex, Lars, Jasper, Cali, Cloudy Cloud, Ghost Recon, Ibo, Jav, and Kieran. Jav and Kieran there again disqualified on their one shot flying lap, and I just want to apologize for the slight delay of the stream going up. I did manage to get the stream going before qualifying actually started. Then I had an error code as we were halfway through the lap, and yeah, had to reset the stream. Fortunately, we was able to get back in before qualifying had finished, so we don't miss any of the racing. However, it is raining here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, and it is going to get an extra bit spicy out there today as the rain is coming down. Who is going to be the master of Singapore, and who is going to be mastering the wet conditions here in this featured race? Time will tell, and we will see who will come out on top. I'll quickly try and get the track map up while going around on the formation lap, so bear with me real quick and we should be all good. But it is wet out there, and how is that going to affect things? Calvin did put it on pole, but will he stay out there in front? As we're going to look at the tyre choices, and everyone on the wet compound of tyre there. So who is going to master the rain? We'll have to wait and see. Just going to quickly get the F2 stand-ins up as well. Everything kind of went downhill immediately after the stream went up the first time, but it is RJW who leads the championship still. He's on 108 points. 11 points behind him is the man in 6th place, and that is Heated in the high tech. Then we have the virtuosity of Farrell Fury on 94 points, so only 3 points separating Heated and Farrell here tonight. Then we got Dirt Tim on 87 points. Jordan, who is not here tonight, and I suppose the one to blame for the delay as well, I guess. But Jordan not here tonight. He's in 5th on 82 points and could be seeing himself drop down the grid, down the standings just a little bit, as this man Doc on 78 points is going to be looking to jump him, and we're going to have to see how everyone manages to cope in these wet conditions. So Singapore is a 23 corner track, 5 kilometer race 5 kilometer lap distance, 17 laps await these guys in the featured race, and I have no idea. I think this is the first wet race that we've had this season in D2, so time will tell if these guys are going to be on top form in the rain, as we got our final 2 drivers now forming up at the back of the grid. That is Jav and Kieran, and then we will get ourselves underway for the start here, and we wait for those 5 red lights. There they are, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights are out and we are underway here at Singapore. And out of the gate, it looks like Foul Fury gets a fantastic start down the inside of Ryan B, who just taps the back end of him, and hopefully no wing damage here for the man in the Carlin. RJW's keeping it there in 4th as we got Doc and Heated scrapping it out. Maverick losing a spot to Tim, who's going to try back down the inside. Very treacherous conditions here as Calvin has lost the race lead to Foul Fury, and there goes Ryan B as well. Is Ryan going to try to make the double overtake? No, he just does not have the move. The cut in between Calvin and Foul there, but they both go deep, and Calvin is back through. He's going to try around the outside, and that is a brave move as we got who was that? Was that RJW or was it? No, it was Doc. It was Doc and Heated side by side, and Doc's left the session as, oh my god, pandemonium here as Cam K and Alex make contact there in the left-hander, and Alex trying to have a little peek on RJW as Calvin's gone. Calvin, he has gone deep and off track. What is going on here? Everyone really struggling in these conditions, tiptoeing around, making mistakes left, right and centre, and I believe yellow flags are out, and I haven't got the yes, there we go, full course safety car. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the notification of a full course SC. Unfortunately, I did not get that notification. I had to pause and unpause, but it is a full course safety car here on lap 1. Everyone tiptoeing around as now Foul Fury takes the lead ahead of Heated in 2nd place. Our championship leader RJW in 6th, and our pole sitter Frosty Calvin all the way down now in 18th. Let's have a look and see who the big gainers were here on this opening lap, and of course is going to be Jav up 5 places, as well as Ghost Recon up 5 places. A lot of guys up 3 and 4 places respectively, and our biggest loser is going to be Calvin and Doc. Doc losing 10 spots and Calvin losing 15. However, he is going to try and make his way back through the field. And the good thing about the safety car being out is that he can try and do that. However, for Doc, unfortunately, he's not in the session. And he's being held up by his teammate as well. Absolute calamities here as XL Cali pits in ahead. Well, actually, I say calamities. Doc is not here at the moment. He did lag out of the session, so it's not really a calamity, but I mean, it could have been. It really could have been. As we wait for the deltas and everything to sort themselves out, and we'll see what the safety car restart is going to be like. Now the question is this rain going to clear, or will we be seeing wet conditions throughout the entire race? That is the big question. As Foul Fury is our race leader, he did in 2nd. We got a 10-second time penalty for Ibo there for corner cutting, and Ibo Ibo, we can't be cold cutting like that. But it is very tricky, very treacherous out there. As I believe we have the safety car out for one more lap, I would assume, before it comes in. So 17 laps is the featured race. We have already lost one person in the form of Doc just due to the connection, unfortunately lacking out the session. But will we see any more casualties here in D2? By the way, I want to say a big hello to everyone in the chat right now, as Ghost gets a drive-through penalty for falling too far back. Oh no! And Jasper and Ibo swapping positions there, so I'm guessing Ibo, yep, into the pits goes Ibo. So right now, unfortunately, Ghost will have to serve that drive-through penalty. Will getting a wing change, so that explains why he dropped behind Jasper, who's back up into his grid position where he qualified, back up into 12th now. As we are on lap 3, and we'll be here waiting patiently for the safety car to come in. Unfortunately, Singapore is one of those tracks that is one of, if not one of the most time-consuming circuits. It might be, yeah, I think it is up there, time-consuming wise. I believe it's only outdone by maybe one or two tracks in terms of lap time. And I think that is Baku and Belgium, Baku and Spa. If my maths is correct, let me know if I'm wrong. But I think those two tracks are the only two tracks longer in terms of lap time than Singapore. As the lights are still on with the safety car, so are we going to get another lap under SC? Surely not. Safety car is sticking out for another lap, which means we'll have to see how it goes. It does look like in different parts of the track, just not raining as much. If you look in this final sector, doesn't look like it's raining heavily, and then after you come out the other side of the bridge, obviously the rain's going to stop, and look at that, it starts pouring it down. So it looks like different levels of rain falling on the track, and that is going to be that's going to be interesting. As we start lap 4, we're still under the safety car. Farrell Fury is our race leader, of course, heated in second place. And of course, the key to mastering the Marina Bay street circuit is, of course, maximizing every bit of the track you possibly can. And when I mean that, like, you want to get right up close and personal to the walls, but you do not want to touch those walls. Especially on corners like this one, you really want to be using all of the track possible and maximizing the track maximizes the lap time, and you will be looking good. as I'm expecting to see the safety car in this lap. Yep, safety car is in this lap. The lights have gone off. It is now Foul Fury who will set the pace and determine when we will get back to racing once again. He's going to let the safety car gap him, as now Farrell controls the pace. So this is where we're going to wait and see when Foul Fury is going to go. Heated is there waiting patiently. There's a bit of a gap forming from Maverick to RJW, and that's not good. As here we go, we are getting back in the racing again, as Calvin has got a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Cloudy Cloud. And we are back racing once again, and an absolutely horrid restart there for RJW. I mean, the gap between him and Alt Maverick was apparent before the safety car even came in. As we have a top 5 pack, as Heated there goes a little bit deep, and that's going to allow Ryan B to get alongside him. The battle for second is on, as Jasper appears to be falling down the order, as he gets overtaken by both Ghost Recon and Cali, and it looks like Heated able to hold on, as he's going to try it around the outside of Foul Fury there, and that would be a very brave move. A little bit of contact between Heated and Ryan B as they go side by side through turn 9, and Heated able to get the traction down. Dirt Tim lurking in the background, seeing if he can maybe pick up an opportunity, as Heated goes very wide and into the wall. And is that wing damage? Is that wing damage for the high tech? Yes, it is. The front right end plate is missing on the high tech, and Heated is now wounded here on lap 5. And that's going to allow RJW to close up to Heated and get past his championship rival, as Kieran's trying to close up to Jav for P10. And we got Kali in the background as well, lurking, as Ryan B's gone. Ryan B's around. Ryan B has lost it at turn 16 and drops from 2nd down to 9th. And that promotes Dirt Tim, Alt Maverick, and everyone up a spot ahead of him. And now Ryan B's got a bit of a recovery drive. Did he also get wing damage from that? No, he keeps his front wing. Fortunately for Ryan B there, as RJW now starting to put the pace down. He's already on the back of Heated. Lap 6 of 17. Is RJW going to make this move? He does have the luxury of a full front wing, but he also has a penalty to his name, as does Ghost Recon, who picked up a drive-through, as Dirt Tim gets through on Foul Fury. I am missing a few overtakes here, which is unfortunate, as Ryan B gets back through on Lars, as it looks like RJW, he's trying to get through on Heated, unable to do so at the moment. Calvin getting himself back up into 11th on his recovery, as he is battling right now. Oh, it's actually a 4-way scrap, and it looks like who's out just went into the back of Ghost. Was that Cloudy Cloud? It was Cloudy Cloud that went into the back of Ghost, as Jav, Frosty Calvin and Cali there having a 3-way scrap for P10, and Jav tucked right in underneath, and oh no, surely not 3 wide. Thankfully they saw more sense than that, as Cali holds on to P10, and look at the back end stepping out there for Frosty Calvin. well, back up towards the front. Alt Maverick struggling for traction, and here goes Heated down the inside. Is he going to be able to pull this off? No, Alt Maverick keeps a hold of P3. RJ in the back there, just trying to hold on, as it looks like Ryan B has made another mistake, and up goes Cali as, oh no, Farrell's dropped. Farrell has gone down to P6, and is that another? Surely not. Surely not. It's a virtual. No, it is a full course safety car on lap 6. Oh no. We have another safety car here on lap 6. It is the second one of the race. The wet weather conditions proving very treacherous for everyone out there on track. And I wonder if this is going to be good for Calvin. No, Calvin's going to peel off into the pits. He will have to double stack with his teammate, of course. And the only ones to not pit under the safety car was Cam K and Alt Maverick, as I believe that is, yeah, that's Doc's AI that's continuing on. So Cam K and Alt Maverick, the only ones that did not pit under the safety car. And once again, we are going to be under safety car conditions. And this is the part where it does get kind of boring to come up with things to talk about, as everyone is going to be driving very slowly under the safety car conditions, and of course the long pit stop there for Ibo on the softs. Now Ibo has done this in the past, where he just chucks on the set of the dry tyres on the wet track just for the sheer love of it. However, I think he may have made a mistake there. It's definitely not dry tyre conditions there, as he, yeah, there we go. You see, he can't even keep it going in a straight line. As we wait for everyone to catch up to the pack. Alt Maverick and Cam K tucked in right behind the safety car, and now we have to wait for everyone to bunch back up once again. We've had 2 safety cars already, and we're only 7 laps into this race. And I'm not gonna lie, the grid has shaken up quite a bit since qualifying. Let's have a look at the positions change. So Ryan B down 11 spots, Calvin down 15 spots. You got Jav and Kieran up 6 spots, and now Alt Maverick and Cam K are into the pits. So Dirt Tim is now up 7 spots. Doc, who is still not here, is Ghosted AI still trundling around in second place. You got RJW now up into 3rd place, so that's good going from him. Lars up 7 places, up into P4 ahead of Alt Maverick, who had that wing change. I assume it was a wing change in the pit stop phases, because he did get jumped by both Lars and RJW. He may have just been held, as Heated comes out in 7th, and Foul Fury, after that mistake in the final sector, all the way down in 8th. It is times like this where I do wish I had a co-commentator with me who could help me keep an eye on the action, because there seems to be a lot going on up and down the field. There's Jasper, they're losing it. The wet conditions, is that front wing damage for Jasper? Yes, it is. He's going to have to go around the whole lap with front wing damage, then pit again for a new front wing. There does seem to be a lot of struggling going on here tonight in these conditions. It is definitely affecting the drivers out on track. So I think while we're waiting for everyone to bunch up, I'm going to quickly go through the championship standings one more time. So RJW is leading the championship on 108 points, 97 points for the man in second place. That is Heated. Foul Fury on 94 points in third. Then we got Dirt Tim, the man who is currently out in the lead right now, sitting in fourth place on 87 points. And Jordan, unfortunately not here tonight, in fifth. In the other, Virtuosity on 82 points. Then 78 points for Doc, who unfortunately lagged out of the session earlier in the race, and he's on 78 points in sixth place. Then we got Lars in seventh place on 52 points. Then we got Cam K on 47 points in eighth place in the championship. Then we got the Carlin of Ryan B on 41 points down there in ninth. And Frosty Calvin rounding out the top 10 in the Drivers' Championship on 38 points, just 4 points ahead of Alex in 11th. Then we got Cloudy Cloud on 27 points in 12th. Alt Maverick on 24 points in 13th. Then we got Jasper, who is in 14th in the championship at the moment on 18 points, but also on 18 points is XL Cali. So those two tied on points in their battle for 14th in the championship. Then Ghost Recon, the reserve, on 9 points. Then we got Kieran in the other, High Tech, on 8 points. Then we have Jav, who is also a reserve, on 4 points, along with Brandon, who is I don't think is here tonight. No, Brandon not here tonight. Jav actually reserving for Brandon here tonight, both of them on 4 points apiece in 18th and 19th in the championship. And we got Ibo on 3 points, and yeah, I think that's it. And we'll quickly have a look at the Constructors as well, as we wait to see if the safety car is going to be in this lap. Yes, it is. So Virtuosity lead the Constructors ahead of Sharuls by 21 points. The gap between the top two, 176 points to 155. Then we got 121 points for the Campus, 105 points for the High Tech. The Trident lads in 5th on 88 points. Then we got 65 points for the Carlins, 52 points for the Race Labs, HWA Race Labs, and ART in 8th on 45 points. And then we got the Dams on 42 points, and then we got the Primas on 3 points. And I believe that is it, as we are about to get underway once again. Dirt Tim is going to lead us through the final corner, and it is a bit of a gap, so not everyone being able to catch up in time. And we are back racing once again, and that is a yellow flag in sector 2, as that is Jasper around. But what this has done, this has actually been perfect for Dirt Tim. He has been able to get a free pit stop, as well as have a pretty decent lead, as Lars there picks up a 3-second time penalty, currently sitting in 4th place. Well, he'll effectively be 3rd once they catch and overtake the ghosted car of Doc. So I believe Ryan B is the closest man to an overtake, so just see if he's able to make the move. No, not yet. Let's go back up to this battle for P5 and essentially P3, I would say. Oh, we got full yellows out again. Oh, it's another safety car. Come on. Lap 10, we've got a 3rd safety car. Oh no. And Lars gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. And that is heartbreaking for Lars. He was in a net P3 because obviously Doc's car is an AI car and would not be getting counted. And what we have now is our third safety car in 10 laps here at Singapore. And we still got 7 more laps to complete after this. And not only that, we still have the sprint race to go as well. I think I should be telling Eloise I need to be getting paid double for this. It's time and a half. Time and a half as we have our third safety car here in the featured race. Lap 10 of 17. Doc's AI is now into the pits, which is good for him. And Lars, no Lars, you can't serve a drive-through under SC. You can't do it. That's heartbreaking. I think Lars has gone in to try and serve his drive-through penalty, but in doing so, he has ended up pitting, and he will drop far down the order, as I believe that was who was that? Oh, that was Jasper. So Jasper, the man who is a lap down now, he essentially is a lap down, but he should be able to overtake the safety car. As he's the first man there, he should be able to overtake the safety car. He's let him go. I'm not sure who was first out of these two to begin with, but I'm guessing because Jasper didn't overtake the safety car, I'm guessing it was Tim as we wait for the safety car to come in for a third time, and hopefully we can get a few laps of racing going. As oh, there we go, Jasper overtaking the safety car now. And Jasper's been disqualified for ignoring yellow flags. So absolutely heartbreaking there for Jasper. And he has pulled over to the side of the road and he has been disqualified from the featured race. And we continue to wait for some green flag racing here in Division 2. Unfortunately, the safety car has been out. It came out lap 1. And then they came out as Ibo's retired. Ibo's retired in the pit lane. So we had the safety car come out on lap 1. It stayed out for 3 laps. Then I believe it came out again on lap 6. And it stayed out for 3 laps. And now it came out a lap later. And once again, we are under safety car conditions. And at the moment, I think it's been 8 laps under the safety car, which is not good if you're spectating this, as Cloudy Cloud has left the session as he goes into the wall. So we've had Lars, you can't serve your drive-through under safety car. And Lars will be pitting once again. We're on lap 12 of 17 and 8 of these laps have been under safety car conditions. As we wait once again. So we're just sat here waiting for the safety car to once again go into the pits, and it looks like we're going to have it for another lap here. We've only had, I believe, 3 laps of actual green flag racing. Three laps of green flag racing here in D2. As we go on to lap 13 of 17. Of course, D1 is also going on right now, guys, if you want to jump in and have a quick peek of what's going on in Division 1. Yeah, D1 is being streamed and being commentated over by Daka and James Head, so make sure you go on over, check them out, and tell them that Mike sent you. As we wait for the safety car to come in one more time. Hopefully this is the last we'll see of the safety car here, and yeah, hopefully no more disruptions in the races. The wet weather definitely playing a major factor here today. As we got Jasper in the chat saying the game told him to overtake under the safety car, so he did, and he got disqualified for it, which is unfortunate there for Jasper. Surely the safety car is going to be in this lap, and surely this is the last we'll actually see of the safety car here in the featured race. Please, safety car, in this lap, thank you. So lap 14, 15, 16 and 17, we're going to have 4 laps left of this race. Dude, Tim is the man leading it ahead of our JWO Championship leader. As Dirtim once again backs up the pack. Looks for the opportune moment to get us going once again. And we are going racing once again here as Dirtim will cross the line, gets back in the green flag racing. And hopefully he'll stay green flag racing for the rest of this race. Lap 14 of 17. Farrell Fury all over the back of Heated down the inside. He'll go into turn 1 this side by side, but Farrell unable to make the move stick, as we got the dams of Jav and Calvin side by side there, and it looks like Jav able to get the traction down and get that position back. Calvin was the man who was trying to make the move, as we got Ryan B up ahead trying to make a move as Calvin there. Very tight line through turns, as I just get a message going up. Unfortunately I'm on the... Oh, there's a little bit of contact between Jav and Calvin, and oh my god, and that is Ghost also out. A little bit of contact between the two dams, and that is unfortunate. Ghost Recon just a passenger in that collision there, as we saw Farrell there trying to make the move once again on Heated, getting very impatient behind the high-tech car. And of course we got XL Cali there just lurking behind, sniffing an opportunity. And we got Ryan B over the back of Alex, and we'll see if Ryan B is going to be able to make a move. He's going to try a long way around to the outside as Maverick and Cam K trade positions. We're going to go back as Old Maverick gets overtaken by Heated. We'll go back to Ryan B, who wasn't able to make the move, as Farrell and Old Maverick side by side. Oh, a little bit more contact there as Callie loses the spot to Alex, and Farrell down the inside of Old Maverick again, and he spun into the path of Alex. Oh no, it's getting very scrappy here in Division 2 in the wet conditions, as we got Ryan B trying it down the inside of Callie for P6. Unable to do so though, and it's unfortunate for Farrell, unfortunate for the Dams lads as well. Ghost Recon also, as here goes Ryan B looking to the inside. Callie does leave him a bit of the room, but Ryan B does get the better exit. Is he going to try and make the move down the inside into turn 1? He's going to try and outbrake Callie, the side by side, and there we go, Ryan B up into P6, as he did now trying to look at the back of Cam K, as it looks like Alex has been able to get through on Callie as well on the traction out of turns 3. And will Callie be able to fight back? Doesn't look like it. He'll have to stick behind Alex, as Alex goes very deep actually, so this might open up an opportunity, but unable to do so, as oh no, Jav's around. Jav is around. I saw the position change between him and Foul Fury. I went down to see where he was, and Jav losing the back end and going for a spin. As the gaps have begun to stabilise in a lot of these battles, the only notable battles to keep our eyes on at the moment is the battle for P3 between Heated and Camk, and of course this battle for P7 between Callie and Alex. As we go back up towards the front, we're gonna prioritise this battle for P3. As oh, Heated getting very screwly under the exit, and that will allow Camk that little bit of room to get away from the high-tech man, and will put Heated under pressure from Maverick and Ryan B. It is all kicking off here at Singapore. As now we have a potentially a four-way battle for the podium, as we are on the penultimate lap of the featured race. As the gap between Callie and Alex has spread out enough that we just don't see that battle closing back in anytime soon. But here we go, the Collins are about to go to war, as Ryan B will have the outside line for turn 7, but he doesn't yet. He's already passed his teammate and up in the P5, but he goes deep, and that's going to allow Alt Maverick to come back through, but Alt Maverick backing out of it, doesn't want to make that move. So Ryan B getting himself up in the P5. Alt Maverick going to have to settle for P6 unless he can get good traction out of 9, and he does get decent traction but not enough. Meanwhile, RJW has closed up to Dirt Tim, and this is going to be interesting because this is for the race win here, as it is on the back of Camk. So the battle for the win is on. The battle for the final spot on the podium is on. Alt Maverick has lost it. Alt Maverick is around and dropping positions fast, as the battle between the battle between the podium. Heated getting on the traction a little bit too early, and that's allowed Ryan B straight through and up into P4 now for Ryan B. And Heated there, he's got to have wing damage. Yes, he does. Heavy front right wing damage as Foul Fury there picks up a 3-second time penalty. And we are about to come on to the last lap of this race. It is Dirt Tim, the man who is out in the lead right now, ahead of RJW. And RJW will have Kamke a pretty decently behind him, but that is good for their Constructors battle, as they will pick up a good heap of points here in the featured race, as Kali is trying to close up to the back of Alex, and Heated with that wing damage, is he going to be able to hold on to P5? Time will tell. And Heated going very deep there through turns 5, and he's going to be under pressure here from Alex, who's tucked right into the slipstream, and he's gonna maybe try the long way around. No, as Heated there breaks hard, tries to get through, as I believe Doc's AI has just been overtaken, and will go back up to the battle for P5. Ryan B also on the back of Kamke for that final spot on the podium, but this is where the battle is right now. We'll revert to that battle for third if it gets a little bit closer. And Alex, he is trying to get himself in a position as Heated's gone very wide there, and Alex makes the move. What can Kali do? Kali with a much better exit there, but unable to make the move, as Ryan B all over the back of Kamke for the final spot on the podium. Will Ryan B be able to do this around the outside? He'll go. He makes contact with the wall, but is he going to be able to maybe get close enough here to try the move? No, he won't. And right now, Ryan B picks up a 3-second time penalty. So that's pretty much sealed the podium as it is, unless we have a catastrophic mistake from Kamke. But around the final corner will come Dirty Tim to take the win in the featured race ahead of RJW. He also picks up the fastest lap, does Dirty Tim as well, and Kamke will cross the line in third, as Kali appears to have dropped down the positions, as actually Ryan B gets third place. I must have read that wrong. I'm pretty sure I saw Ryan B with a penalty, as Kali with a 5-second unserved penalty, as yeah, this is going to be a pretty chaotic race to go back through, as Kamke will come home in 4th, Heated in 5th, Alex in 6th, Volt Maverick in 7th, Frosty Calvin recovers up to 8th, Kali with that late mistake drops down into 9th, Foul Fury gets P10, and Jav will cross the line in 11th. Doc's AI comes home in 12th. Then we're going to have Lars crossing the line in 13th. Then we got a bit of a wait between Kieran and Cloudy Cloud, as they will cross the line in 14th and 15th respectively. And that is going to bring an end to the featured race, and it was a very long one. 3 full course safety cars out for the maximum length of laps as well. And we will cross the line and bring an end to the featured race here. Absolute carnage, but it is Dirt Tim who picks up the victory and the fastest lap. And I need to remember to turn notifications off. And there we go. Dirt Tim on the top step of the podium, with our championship leader in 2nd place, RJW, and Ryan B taking our final spot on the podium. And we'll run you through the order one more time. It was a very lengthy race. Let's actually have a look at the race time. took 42 minutes, but Dirt Tim is our race winner ahead of RJW in second place, Ryan B in third. Fourth will go to Cam K Mum, who might be a little bit robbed there, because yeah, like I said, Ryan B didn't pick up that penalty. Heated in fifth place, Alex in sixth, Old Maverick in seventh. Frosty Calvin goes from pole position down to eighth, Cali in ninth. Then we got Foul Fury in 10th place. Jav will pick up 11th. Doc, who lagged out at lap 1, comes home in 12th. Lars in 13th. Kieran in 14th. Cloudy Cloud in 15th. And then, of course, we have our non-finishers, which were Ghost Recon and Ibo and Jasper, who got disqualified due to the game telling him to overtake the safety car. Then he gets disqualified for ignoring yellow flags, and now we have to go through the sprint race. Hopefully it'll be a little less safety car heavy this time around, but the top 8 will be reversed. And it's raining once again here in Singapore for the sprint race, and I hope we don't get any safety cars this time around. So we wait for everyone to perfect their race strategies as we enter the sprint race. Let's see. I kind of want to see what's going on in D1, just so we know how far behind we are as everyone goes on their formation lap. So D1 are currently on lap 7 of 12 in the sprint race. That's how long the safety cars have delayed as compared to Division 1. So we are some way behind. As Frankie's saying goodbye, but we still have the featured race, as Jasper's not back in his car and Ibo's not in his car. Cloudy Cloud's not in his car, and of course we've got Doc not in his car. So it looks like we have lost a few people here who are not feeling. Oh yes, Doc has joined. Doc has been able to rejoin the session. Hopefully he'll be able to take control of his car. I don't think he'll be given anything for the featured race, but he might be able to pick up something for the sprint race here if he can take control of his car. And of course, we'll have to wait and see. Buns. And Ibo saying he had to leave as he was not feeling well, so we wish Ibo well and hopefully he feels better. Of course, Singapore in the wet can have that effect on you, so I understand, Ibo, I really do. And we got Jav in the chat saying this is so much fun. Yeah, unfortunately, Jav, we are 7. Well, D1 is on lap 8 of 12 in their sprint race. That's how far behind we are compared to D1. And we're just coming to the end of the formation lap here for the sprint race. And of course, who is going to come out on top here in the sprint race? Calvin, he got pole in the one-shot quali, and because he picked up 8th in the feature race, he's on pole once again here for the sprint race. So let's see if Calvin can have better luck of things this time round. Alt Maverick, Alex Heated, Cam K, Ryan B, all in the mix and scrapping it out. And of course we had Foul Fury and Lars up there at 1 point, so hopefully they will be able to go well as well. Doc, he is back in the session. Hopefully he's been able to take control of his car, and we wait for those 5 red lights to come on, and here they are as we will wait for them. There they come. 3, 4, 5 red lights. Lights are out and we are underway for the sprint race here at Singapore. It is heavy rain conditions here, as it looks like Alex and Heated there side by side in turn 1. Sorry, Alex and Maverick, who's on board with Heated there. And Foul Fury, a fantastic start from him up into P8 already, as RJW dropping them down a few positions. It is 2 by 2 like Noah's Ark here, as a bit of contact there between RJW and Alex as they go into turn 5, and Foul Fury is going to be side by side with Alex now as they run down. As up ahead we got Dirt Tim and well, he's attacking Cam K and being attacked by Ryan B at the same time, as it looks like Alex able to get that move done, and a bit of front wing flying off Foul Fury's car there. Once again, the wet weather conditions really causing havoc here in Division 2. And I don't know, I want to say it's just the fact that it is Singapore and it is rain in Singapore. I mean, we have been treated to some fantastic racing in the dry. Maybe not enough wet weather practice for everyone here today, as it looks like Ryan B tried to have a little look, as we got Foul Fury and Alex side by side, and who is going to come out on top of that? Foul Fury does initially make the move, but Alex has the straight line speed to come back, and as I was trying to feed it around the outside, and he's unable to get that position, as we got Doc, who is now officially in his car, so that's great to see, as he gets through on Alt Maverick down the inside there into the tunnel at turn 18. So he is now up into 2nd place, and now we start lap 2 of 12 here in the sprint race. Can Alt Maverick come back at Heated here? It doesn't look like it, as we got the inevitable timing glitches here, infamous on the spectator cam, as we got Kieran around. Please no safety car, we've had enough, please. Thank you, as we are able to get away with it, and no safety car this time out, as Kieran retires from the session. RJW also into the pits after picking up some front wing damage early on, and Kieran leaving the session. And I believe now that the timings are going to sort themselves out, as we got Dirt Tim under pressure there from Cam K. They are side by side as we go into turn 9, and it is Cam K who comes out on top there, and that may open things up for Ryan B, but no. Ryan B just gonna stick behind for now, as Ibo and Cloudy Cloud, I think these are 2 AI cars just ghosting through each other, so they'll be stuck with each other for the rest of this race. As Jav gets himself up into P12 now. It will be Lars next up, who will jump three positions here. But we will keep our eyes on this battle up at the sharp end. Alt Maverick, Cam K, Dirt Tim, Ryan B, Alex and Foul Fury, all incredibly close to each other on track. and hopefully they've had the featured race to get the grips with the conditions. So hopefully now we should start to see everyone adapting and being a little bit better in keeping it out of the walls here. As there we go, Lars now up into 13th place. As we got Count K looking all over the back of Old Maverick there. Dirt Tim really is trying to get himself up the order as Lars is around, and he's, oh no, Lars is around and in the wall, and that's Jordan gonna go through up into 16th place. We're gonna go back up towards the front. It's getting very tight up here for the final spot on the podium. Lap 3 of 12 here. We are a quarter of the way through the sprint race, and we got another yellow flag. And who's that around? Is that Foul Fury? Foul Fury is around once again. Oh no, it's not been a good day, and he's lost it on traction. As Ryan B gets through on Dirt Tim, unfortunately we missed that. And Foul Fury there dropping down the order. It's not been a good day for him, as we got Cam K now looking around the outside of Old Maverick. Can Cam K pull this off? Oh, beautiful traction there from Cam K, and he's gonna be side by side as we, oh no, Cam K's just gone straight on into the wall, just sliding straight on. You have to be careful as Charlie manages to get through fine, and Ghost able to get through as well. So it is difficult to overtake here, even in the dry. It can be difficult in some spots, but here in the wet it just seems that everyone is just sliding on. As Dirt Tim, a big slide there coming out of the final corner. Very well done to Dirt Tim for being able to hold on to that, as it did look like the car was getting away from him. And this battle for the podium is still ongoing, and he is now right onto the back of Frosty Calvin, and Ryan B is able to actually just get himself away from Old Maverick slightly, as here goes Dirt Tim. Hopefully these guys, a little bit of contact between them. I was just going to say hopefully these guys make the corner, but Dirt Tim back down the inside, and he should be able to get the move done. In fact, no, Old Maverick got a lovely little switchback to try and draw alongside, and he was able to set up turn 9 to have the better traction, but unfortunately was unable to make the move. But right now Old Maverick all over the back of Dirt Tim, and oh no, he's just hit the inside wall, and that's going to allow Alex just to go straight through, and Callie there tried it, but just getting a little bit tail happy under traction, and he is going to be side by side down the inside into turns 14, but Old Maverick able to hold on to P6 for the time being, as he is still putting Frosty Calvin under pressure there, and the gaps now are beginning to form on lap 4 as Callie is trying to keep with Old Maverick, but Old Maverick doing a very good job of getting away, as we see Jordan there just sliding uncontrollably, going through the corners, as Jav, he's doing a good job at the moment, up in P10. And right now I'm not sure who to go on board with. I'm going to go on board with Ghost, just because I think Ghost, he's close enough to Cali. In fact, Cali's close enough to Old Maverick to put him under pressure here, so we'll go on board with Cali. We'll see if Cali is going to be able to make this move. He's got much better run than Old Maverick, and he's going to move to the inside. Is he going to be able to pull this off? No, he backs out of it. Doesn't want to risk anything, and he sits behind Old Maverick for another lap as Cam K-Mum has retired from the session. Into the pits goes Cam K-Mum, retiring. Foul Fury continues on though. I do see that yellow dot on the mini-map, and Lars also coming for the final corner now. Right now, Cali still stuck behind Old Maverick, and Ghost is actually closing into the back of this as well. Meanwhile, at the sharp end, Heated is still putting Calvin under pressure for this race win. Who is going to be the closest to making a move? Time will tell. And right now we got some Peggy 13, Peggy 18, I don't know, but it is a Peggy situation going on here for P11 between Jasper, Cloudy Cloud and Ibbo's AI. Jordan is slowly catching up to that as well, so we should see Jordan jump up to 11th in a few laps time. We're going to go back up towards the front as Dirt Tim now sets the fastest lap of the race, and Old Maverick picking up a 3-second time penalty. That's costly for Old Maverick at the moment. As it looks like he has got a decent run, but he's not enough to be able to close up to Calvin here this time around, so you have to reset and go again. As we got a yellow flag. Is that Ghost? It is Ghost. Ghost is around. Oh, fortunately no safety car. No safety car, thank God. Every time I see someone spin now, I'm getting a nervous tick about another safety car. No, Cali's around. Cali has lost it. And oh no, Cali around. But fortunately he has been able to keep going. Meanwhile, he did. Sorry, I thought I had all this up before. But yeah, he did still putting Calvin under pressure here. And that's a good point from Jasper in the chat. The safety car could very well be out of wet tyres. Just tell him to get the inters out. As he is still all over the back of Calvin for this race win. This is the closest battle we have on track, and we are going to stick with it. Ghost Recon picking up a 3-second time penalty. Who is going to come out on top here at Singapore? Lars picking up another 3-second time penalty. It has definitely been a race of attrition here for round number 4. If you survived, you've been absolutely nice in terms of positions, but here goes Heated there, taking advantage of Calvin's mistake. And is Calvin going to try and fight back? No, he's going to tuck in right behind Heated now. So Heated is into the race lead. And there we go, we got Jordan now going up the order, getting through the AI cars. Actually, yellow flag. Oh, it was Cali dropping down the order. I thought it was Jordan making his way through the AIs. It was Ibo and Kali in the pit lane. That's what was dropping down the order. Okay, so Jordan still 4.7 behind the AI cars of Jasper and Cloudy. Meanwhile, Heated beginning to stretch his legs now as he tries to get himself away from Frosty Calvin. And in fact, Ryan B is actually closed up to these two as well, so we might be treated here to a three-way battle in the wet. Who knows, as Heated is currently our race winner ahead of Calvin. Ryan B right there, right with him, right behind them. As here goes Ryan B, physically pushing Calvin through those corners. But is he going to be able to get this run to put Calvin under pressure? No, he doesn't, but he does pick up the fastest lap of the race so far. As we are still continuing to wait to see who's going to come out on top here. It is lap 8 of 12, and what a line there from Ryan B. He is tucked right in underneath that rear wing of Frosty Calvin. Is he going to have the overspeed to go for the move? Calvin feeling the need to defend as Ryan B tries to outbrake him and go around the outside, but that's not going to work. Not going to work, as we got Cloudy Cloud's AI into the pit, so that's going to promote Jordan and RJW and the rest up a spot, apart from Lars, who is some way off the back of the AI cars at the moment. But right now, Heated looks like he has enough pace to keep ahead, keep this all going in the right direction, as we got, I believe that was the last there, yellow flag in the final sector. But let's see what Ryan B can do here. He got a much better traction out of the hairpin. Is he going to try it around the outside? He's going to try and outbrake Calvin, but can't get it done. And once again, yellow flags out for Lars, and a lovely little switchback there from Ryan B. And a bit of contact there between them. Oh no, and they both go deep, and oh, both of them heavy wing damage here. Calvin and Ryan B into the wall, and that's going to promote Dirt Tim up into that podium spot, and there could be Alex up in the P3 as well. So Calvin and Ryan B coming together there, and the end result was the pair of them into the wall. I think they were trying to give each other the room, they were trying to give each other the space, but they just got locked on wheels. And here goes Alex now. Is he going to be able to get P3 away from Calvin? He's going to try and hang it around the outside, but Calvin does well there to defend as yellow flag, and that is Ryan B into the pit. And yeah, Alex gets through on Calvin as Calvin there unable to really get the best of runs out of the corner, and Ryan B on the set the super soft tyre. Now the rain it's not very heavy, but in fact the rain is still down, but is it dry enough for the super soft tyres to work? As RJW is also in the pit for a set of soft tyres. Let's keep an eye on that gap between Ryan and Jordan, but no, it looks like the dry tyres not working here at all on lap 9. Meanwhile, Dirt Tim is all over the back of Heated. I did not see this closing up, and let's see if Dirt Tim can make it 2 wins back to back here at Singapore. as the track does look like it's drying, but let's see the gap. Let's see the gap between Ryan B and Jordan. It is coming down. It is rapidly coming down, I should say. It is flying down, and the question is, will the leaders make that pit stop? I'm not sure, as DRS has been enabled here, and Dirt Tim will take the lead of the race. Didn't open is DRS, and everyone now into the pits. Calvin into the pits. We're gonna have Old Maverick into the pits as well. Ryan B might have just called an absolute masterclass to get himself back into a possible podium position. Yellow flags in sector 3. I think that is Jordan that was around. It was indeed. And this is where we're going to see, because we have Ryan now in the final sector. I believe Old Maverick is going to come out comfortably ahead. Oh, Dirt Tim, they're losing it. The wets here are not working as they are locked wheels, as the wet tyres are beginning to overheat. It is time to pit for these dry compound tyres, as you've got Ryan B there, who pitted first for the super soft tyres. He's going to make the move on Jav, surely, on this lap. Lap 10 of 12 is finally dried out here at Singapore, and that is Ryan comfortably through and up into P5. That might be the highest spot that he'll be able to get here today, but we got Ghost and RJW. RJ following Ryan into the pits and able to take advantage of the soft tyres early on, but he's surrounded by people on the super soft tyres, so I kind of expect that to be pretty much where he'll end up here today. And back up towards the front. Will the top 3 pit for dry tyres? Oh, Dirt Tim's around. Dirt Tim losing it there. Will the top 3 pit? Surely they have to. Yes, he is in. Alex is in. Dirt Tim surely going to be in as well. Surely has to be in. And Dirt Tim picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting as well. We're going to have to see what is going to happen here, as Old Maverick is coming through the final corner. Heated has just been released from his pit lane, so Heated will get out in first place. As you see, a purple final sector there for Old Maverick. Is Old Maverick going to be able to get Alex here? They're going to be side by side. In fact, no. Old Maverick gets it out ahead, and actually that's a pretty decent gap there, as Ryan B gets himself up into 4th with that early call to jump into the pits. And Dirt Tim from the race lead, losing his back end, losing that race lead, and getting into more trouble under traction with those wet tyres on the dry track. He loses out big time, so he goes home at the front there, down to P7. And we're on the penultimate lap of the race. Of course, penalties can still come into effect. We can see a few there for the top 3. Sorry, a few there for the 3 ahead of Calvin here. And Calvin on those soft tyres is trying to close up to the back of Ryan B. Meanwhile, we have Ghost doing his best to keep with RJW, who has recovered well and got himself up into P8. So a good job there from RJW, as Jordan makes it through the AI cars, and now we'll see Farrell making his way through the AIs, as well as Jav staying out there on the wet compound tyres. And we have a few spots that are still up for grabs here on track. We got this battle for P4 between Ryan B and Frosty Calvin. We have the battle for P8 between RJW and Ghost Recon, and that's going to be another battle on track. Of course, the lap times are going to plummet now as it has finally dried out here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit, and here comes Frosty Calvin with DRS wide open on the attack. Is he going to be able to make this move around the outside? Yes, he does, as Doc behind sets the new fastest lap of the race. And we are on the final lap as well. Who is going to get... Well, we know Heated at the moment, no penalties to his name. 1.7 seconds up ahead. He is looking pretty comfortable right now for this race win. Alt Maverick and Alex both having penalties to their name. Are they going to end up dropping a spot to Frosty Calvin there? And of course Doc, he's not too far off the back of Ryan B. He could find himself jumping up a position or two depending on the penalty situation of Alex and Alt Maverick. I'm not going to go and check the penalties though. I'm going to keep it a bit of a surprise as we see Calvin there getting very close to the walls. And now we'll see if Ryan B is going to be able to answer back. It doesn't look like it. He has dropped out of that 1 second. He did have DRS, so meanwhile Ghost trying to keep with RJW. And we're going to go back up towards the front now because the gaps are pretty much stabilized. And through the final few corners we will have Heated LH coming through the final corner to take victory here in the sprint race here for Singapore. He'll take the victory. He'll pick up fastest lap. Will that get beaten by Alt Maverick? No, it won't. And Alex will come home in third, but will he stay there? Yes, he will. Half a second separating, and Doc actually snatches fastest lap at the line there as he jumps up into fifth, knocking Ryan B down into sixth. And to the line will come Tim now, and he'll take fastest lap as we have RJW crossing the line. He almost jumps Tim as well. It was only a 10th in it as Ghost crossed the line in 9th place. Foul Fury picking up a 3-second time penalty, as did Cali right at the end, but Cali will come home in 10th. Foul Fury will be 11th, but we'll lose that to Jordan, who will jump him. And then we have the three AI cars of Jasper, Ibo and Cloudy Cloud. Then we'll have Jav, who is for some reason still on the wet compound tyres. I mean, credit where it's due, he is sticking to his guns, but those tyres went off a long time ago. As we wait for everyone now to cross the line, Jav, the final man to cross the line. Lars also crossed the line. He finished in 17th place. Cam K and Kieran, our two retirees in the sprint race here tonight. And round the final corner will come Jav to bring an end to the Singapore portion of the F2 Championship. And Jasper will pick up driver of the day, so the game has decided that an AI should get driver of the day. I mean, I'm not saying anything. I'm not going to say anything. You know, I believe Codemasters may be favouring his own AI, but I'm not going to say that, as Heated is the man who stands out on the top step of the podium, and Heated is actually my choice for driver of the day in this sprint race. He kept it calm, kept it cool, kept his head, and came away with the victory. So we'll go through the running one more time And it is Heated, the man who comes away with the victory ahead of Old Maverick in second place. Alex will round off the podium. And then we got Calvin in fourth. Doc in fifth. Ryan B will come home in sixth. Dirt Tim in seventh. RJW in eighth. A good recovery drive from him. Ninth for Ghost Recon. Kali will round out the top 10. Then we had Jordan 11th. Foul Fury in 12th. Then the AI trio of Jasper, Ibo and Cloudy Cloud, followed by Jav, who stuck it out on the wet tyres in a dry track situation there. And then of course we had Lars, who some mistakes in the wet forced him to be a lap down in this race, and he comes home in 17th. And our two non-finishers, Cam K Mum and Kieran there. And honestly guys, I think that has to be up there with one of the longest races, not only in terms of actually commentating here, but it might be one of the longest races I've actually commentated altogether. But yeah, I mean, a good hour of racing here in F2, and you know, plenty of safety cars, and I am shattered. I am very tired. I think I need to go and have a lie down. But that has been round number 4 here at the Marina Bay Street Circuit at Singapore. I have been Ivor Bryn Mike, and next week we will be... Where will we be next week? Oh no, we are going to be at another street circuit, and that of course is Monaco. So we'll catch you next week for the Monaco GP. Until then guys, have a good one, and like I said, I'm going for a lie down, but we'll catch you next week. Goodbye, and we'll see you again.